Alright, I live in fucking Missouri. The weather's starting to be like this. It's getting colder. I cover the truck up for the winter. Gonna start back on that when around springtime. But sitting on top of my CRV thinking it should be a little bit higher. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking all this trim shit off. These tires are fucked. They got like no tread, and I think 3 of them are plugged from nails. I went and picked up some bigger wheels and tires, and I'm gonna be getting spacers, 2.5-inch spacers for a 2.5-inch lift, so I don't have to buy new springs or anything like that, because this thing isn't really special anyway. So we're gonna be lifting it, putting bigger wheels on it for the winter. Let's go inside, show you the wheels I got. That's my bike I just picked up about 3 days ago. It's probably the nicest pit bike I've owned. All the other ones been pretty jank. This girl bought this from Fenton Power Sports, and I think it was bought for her because I only paid $500 for it. She wanted $8, totally knocked her down that much, and I picked it up. It has a title and everything. Yeah, it's my little winter bike. My apartment. Ba-bam. 17-inch wheels with the tires are about 33 inches. All terrains, no mud tires because I still drive it every day on the street, but mostly all about 80% tread, 70 at the least. Picked those up for about $200 off some crack looking dude in St. Louis. But yeah, just been trying to get my editing and stuff up. Went and picked up 2 more GoPros, got some different mounts and stuff for my helmet. But the winter project is to lift the CRV, put these wheels on it, just because I want to. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go outside and start taking all the trim off and everything like that. And then I'm basically going to be doing all that and then be waiting for the spacers to come in. And then I'll be able to throw those wheels on. I'm probably going to have to cut the bumpers out and everything to be able to clear this turning in the front. But the backs should actually fit pretty nicely. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for my winter project. Probably more stuff after I get the lift and the wheels on and everything. But for right now, that's what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright. Started getting most of the trim off. Finding some rust in the back, you know. It is a 98, so I should expect it. But what actually looks out about that rust is that I'm going to be cutting this right along this seam all the way up to here. So this all still looks like one piece when the door's shut and it doesn't look like hacked together. And then the back bumper, I'm going to go ahead and fasten that a little bit better somehow. I'm going to go ahead and follow this line all the way down through there. And I should be able to put that wheel on even without the lift. And these little side pieces, it's my side rack right there in the middle. I think I'm going to be able to put those on and just trim the corners up so I could still have those. And then the front, took out the inner tub. There's actually a decent amount of room in here. So I'm going to go ahead, and I won't be putting this trim back on this corner piece because I'm going to go ahead and cut from this line all the way up to this crease. And I'm going to follow that into the bumper, bring that all the way down. That should give me, I really think, enough clearance to put them on even without the lift. And then the only thing that I was thinking about is it's my main little like right, this screw right there. It's my main, like, part of what holds my bumper on. So I might go ahead and drill a couple holes up here and put some zip ties through it, or screw it here somehow if there's an extra hole somewhere. But I'm still gonna follow that body line all the way down, so it should clean up pretty good. But I'm gonna keep going. Okay, got all the trim off of it. This stupid, pointless fucking airbox that was on there that I never took off. I put that cone filter on there. Even though I know the cone filter does nothing, I just wanted it because it was blue, alright? Since the rice are coming out anyway. But got them all taken out. Gonna go ahead and, like I said, cut all the way down, all the way around. I'm just gonna follow this seam also on the plastic bumper so I can still keep the bumpers on there. I thought this rust was kind of bad, but I am gonna be cutting all that out, so it's kind of a good thing. But over here, a little rusty. So cutting all that out ain't gonna be too bad of an idea. Pretty fucked. Fucked. But yeah, just like on that side, gonna follow this seam all the way around with the bumper so I can keep that. And then I'm pretty sure with these side trim pieces, it has these pieces that stick out like this, I'm gonna be able to trim them somehow so I can still have the trim on the bottom so that's not all open, even though it wouldn't matter. And then cut from this seam all the way up and around, and then off down to this bumper. And then I'm gonna see if the wheels will fit. I'm trying to see if I can fit them without buying lift blocks, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to. So, and these are, finally measured them, they're 15-inch wheels, and with tires they're 30 inches. So they're 30-inch wheels. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to fit 30-inch wheels on this car, a 1998 Honda CR-V, without lift blocks or anything. But we'll see how that goes. Gonna start cutting. Okay, got some cutting done. I mean, that's what I cut off, so definitely not a loss, more of a gain. That's it all cut out. This, I took my time on, made sure it was all clean. This, I kind of just hacked off real quick. I'm gonna clean that up, make it sit flush with that, and come down. But I just cut this all out just with an angle grinder because that's all I got. These pieces up in here, I see that when I cut them out, I separated them. I'm gonna go ahead and beat them in with a hammer and then tack weld them and then hit them with some undercoat so they don't rust out too bad. But yeah, just by cutting that much out of the back, I'm pretty sure those are gonna be able to fit on the backs just fine. So that's as much cutting as I got done so far. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other 3 out. Finish the back first, then go to the front. And then I'll get back to you then. All right, got all the fenders cut out, all the shit that I didn't need. That wheel, and by the way, this is all cut with an angle grinder, so I think it turned out pretty good. Front. This side, I think it's all pretty much equal. Basically eyed it. Used what was on the body lines. Yeah, now they're all cut out. I'm gonna have to clean this mess up a little bit, move it down there and jack it up and see if I can put these wheels on there without a lift. I might have to, but how I kind of bullshit measured it, it should work. But we'll see. All right, this is what I got done so far today. See, it's the front stock. Shazam! It's sitting like a Hot Wheel right now. Boom. I know it's kind of dark, so you won't really be able to tell what I did, but the backs are on. Everything inside of that fender well has been cut out. It's got about a little over a ½ inch in between that right there, so I jumped on the back like really hard, and 2 other people did, and it didn't rub. So yeah, I got the backs done. Now I'm gonna have to order 2.5 or a little over wheel spacers for the front because it's hitting the caliber, or I would have been done today. Kind of disappointing, but I'm fucking accomplished as hell. I'm gonna go see if it drives right now, because if not, or if it feels really weird or heavy on the front, I'll just drive my truck for the rest of the week until the wheel spacers come in. But yeah, it's sitting like a Hot Wheel right now. So part 1 is CRV lift, part 2 to come.